Let's Vamonos.
Hi, my name is Joanna Lopez, owner of Texas Premium Financial Services. Are you looking to start or grow your business? Need help managing your finances? I know it can be overwhelming, and that's why I offer CFO services to help make your financial goals a reality. As a CFO, I provide guidance in developing and executing business strategies to ensure that your finances are in order. I bring expertise in accounting, financial strategy, budgeting, financial reporting, and risk management. I specialize in helping small and medium-sized businesses, including startups and early-stage companies, by providing essential advice tailored to the needs of your specific business. Please contact us at 832-990-0403.
Hey everybody, this is Let's Vamonos Live, and I'm your host, Desiree. We are live. We're here on the pink couch inside Cameron Ironworks building, here inside the Cargo Vintage Ladies spot. We're so excited for today. I am super excited for today. I feel like this has been a long coming interview opportunity for our guests, so we're going to try to get through these community events and wonderful topics for y'all so we can get to our wonderful guests. But thank y'all so much for joining us today. If you're watching on Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, thank y'all so much for joining. And if you're not joining us yet, no worries. You have an opportunity to watch this later after the live is over. So you'll be able to watch it on YouTube. So go subscribe to my channel on YouTube or Facebook. You can go like or follow there, and you'll be able to watch this full interview there on those platforms as well. So, super excited. As y'all know, I am the Berry Fab ambassador. So, if you need some chocolate dipped strawberries, please go order some from our wonderful Adriana with the Berry Fab. She is about to have a baby, so I know she's probably getting some orders in right now, but you're probably going to want to get them in before it's too late. You better want to get them in like right now, because she's going to have that baby, and I don't know if she's going to have help after she has that baby. But they're wonderful chocolate dip strawberries, so definitely a great opportunity to do something right now. So we're going to get to our community events. And as y'all know, our community events are sponsored by our wonderful Shop Local Market, where you can eat, drink, and shop local anywhere here in the Houston area. So let me pull that up, y'all. And if y'all are ready to shop local this weekend, you can do so at the Houston Farmers Market, which is at Houston Farmers Market's off of Airline, 2520 Airline. You can go and support the small businesses out there that are there every Saturday and Sunday. So that is definitely an opportunity to go support the community. And then if it's too hot, you're like, I don't want to be outside, it is too hot, y'all, I'm wearing a tank top indoors because of how hot it is. You can go here. You can come here, actually, inside the Cameron Ironworks building. They'll do a summer indoor market, and they'll have vendors and also small businesses here that you can support and shop from throughout the weekend as well. And if y'all don't know, Shop Local Market has markets every day throughout the week at Axelrad, almost every day, excuse me. So Shop Local Tuesdays with the Boombox Tacos for Taco Tuesday night, and then also on Wednesdays it's Jazz Wednesday night, which is with a Mexican steaks. And who else? Who else is there on Wednesdays? Live Jazz, obviously, as well, is there. They have different bands that come out. And then this Sunday at Axelrad, Shop Local Market is going to have a night market with Houston Paint Sesh. You will have to get tickets for the session, so you'll definitely want to get those tickets so you can do a paint and sip and have out. Great brunch. Well, not really brunch. Night lunch. Night dinner, I don't know, from 5 to 9:30. So I don't know what you could call that, dinner, I guess. But yeah, so that's an opportunity to do something on a Sunday night. And then our next Sunday event is coming up. Excuse me, our next Saturday event is coming up, which is by Jolt Action, which is Arriba las Mujeres. So actually tomorrow is going to be a virtual opportunity to do, they're doing a Zoom meeting, I guess you could say, a Zoom webinar focusing on financial literacy, mental health, and also civic engagement. I will be a participant, so I will be on that webinar. And then they're going to be doing an in-person opportunity to meet in person and support what they're doing later on August. Let me get this date right here, y'all. Let me make sure. Well, where is it at? Okay, I can't. August 5th from 4 to 6. And that will be in person, an opportunity to network with local Latina leaders. And they're going to be having this all over. So it's going to be Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio. So that's going to be super cool. And I will be at that as well on August 5th. So great opportunity to go out and connect with Jolt Action and the work that they're doing as well. Let's see. Our next community event is actually next month, which St. Arnold is doing an art car IPA day. So if you're familiar with St. Arnold, they do wonderful art car exhibits. And then also we have a market as well with Shop Local Market. And you can have, they'll have live music, they'll have live art, and then also the small business vendors. And that is August 6th. So that's not this Sunday, but next Sunday. So you definitely want to get a chance to be able to go hang out with them and be a part of the community there. Bit of some troubles on IG, so just bear with me if you're having troubles with me on IG. Maybe you want to check me out on YouTube or Facebook. And then last but not least, for the community events, Let's Vamonos is going to be having their second annual National Latina Las Mera Meras Festival here inside the Cameron Ironworks space. And this is going to be a collaboration local and Houston Latina collaborative, where we are going to be bringing the community together for Latinas and just having a festival here. We're going to have music, food. We're going to have local Latina-owned businesses. We're going to have community panelists as well. We're going to have speakers. It's going to be a great day. I'm super excited and super honored for all those that are wanting to come out and contribute and help be a part of that community. So we're definitely looking forward to that. So if you're wanting to follow for more updates, go to Latina Day HTX on Instagram, and you'll be able to follow for more on that as well. So moving along here, I think, is that the last thing? I think that's the last community events, but then let's talk about Listen with Desiree. So a lot of y'all know I've been listening to podcasts, and I'm sharing all the wonderful podcasts that are out there in the community. So I've got my 3 favorite that I've been listening to on a regular basis right now. Top one is Thrive in Life. They are on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It is a Latino trio, which I love, and they talk about mental health, they talk about motivation, they talk about all the things that us Latinos should be talking about, because it's the things that are, I guess you could say, taboo, or, you know, we're not typically a part of those conversations. So definitely check them out. Next one is, oh, where'd it go? It's coming up. There it goes. Studio 1017. They're a husband and wife duo, and they do This and Much More podcasts. They're awesome. I love them. They have a great energy, great dynamics between them two, and then also the wonderful guests they bring on that are from the community as well. So we appreciate them being out there. So we're also supporting them. And then last but not least, Insightful Babes. These are 2 Latinas that are in Texas and California, and they have a wonderful podcast talking about Latinas and, you know, what it's like to be Latina in the community and how they could do more and how they want to do more. And they're super supportive of Let's Vamonos. And y'all, they will be here for National Latina Day. They're coming from across the states to come here to Houston, so we really appreciate that as well. We're really looking forward to that. But to no further ado, we're going to go ahead and get on with our wonderful guests. And let's bring on our guest. Give me just a second. Let me take this graphic off before we bring her on. Sorry, guys. I'm a little... There you go. Okay. So come on, Fran. Come on to our pink couch, as we say here. We got our wonderful pillow here, too. Say hi.
Hi, guys. How are you?
We're super excited. So let's see who's joining us. I do see some people joining. Thank you, Space City Obidia Tacos. We really appreciate you. CMA Rockstar, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so sorry. We're working on the connection, but I think you might have a better chance to watch YouTube or Facebook. So we're so excited to have you. Have y'all been following Instagram stories? I've been sharing a little bit of our journey, how we kind of got here, and then also how, you know, This has been a long time coming.
For sure.
Like 2020, y'all.
Yes.
2020. This is now 3 years later. But before we get into that, we want to talk about the cheese mint, because that is like typical of Latinos, right? We get together,
cheese mint.
We talk about the cheese mint. So let's get on that, and we'll let you chime in on that. But did you see my stories?
I did not.
Okay, great.
I did not.
Because we want some, like, real live reactions here. There are going to be true reactions here. This one's food related, so I'm excited to see your thoughts about this. So, trending cheese mint. Have you seen or heard that Skittles has come out with this flavor that tastes like mustard?
I have not.
So it's actually you can get the flavor, but you have to, it's like a rare opportunity. So you actually have to go apply to get the package. And not everybody's going to be a part of it or to get to try it. But I saw this and we polled our supporters. Would you try these? 100% said
it's a no from me.
Really?
It's going to be a hard pass.
Really?
Yeah.
Like mustard?
I do.
Okay.
But I don't know how that would.
I am a yes. And I'm a yes. Yes, I'm a yes.
I'm just curious.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a curiosity kills the cat kind of girl. Like, I will try anything just to be like, let me see what that's like. Like, honestly, I'm thinking it's going to taste like a honey mustard. That's what I'm thinking. Because of a sweetness from the candy.
Yeah.
But then like a tangy sour from the mustard.
For sure.
I did actually.
You applied for it?
Yes,
well,
I applied.
If you get it, I'm coming over.
Yes.
And I will take one from you.
I applied. My husband applied, and I applied. You applied too, Mom. Everybody applied because I was like, what do you mean ramp up chances here? So we got them to apply, and nobody said sure, why not? So I was actually really shocked that nobody was like, sure, why not? Like, you're just kind of like, no.
Hard
pass. But any flavors that you have a certain favorite flavors for Skittles or candy?
I would say the red, the green, no, not the green. The red, the yellow, and surprisingly the orange.
The orange, yeah.
Those are my favorites.
Yeah, I like almost all of them except for the grape.
Yeah.
I'm not a big grape girl.
It's okay.
I'm not a grape flavored girl. It reminds me of like medicine. Grape reminds me of medicine.
For sure.
Okay, so next one that's on the trending list. Everybody's been talking about it, as y'all know, which has been the Barbie and Oppenheimer movie that premiered this past weekend. We polled our supporters. Which one did you see this past weekend? Barbie or Oppenheimer, or neither? I stayed in. So which one are you?
I did not see any of them yet, but I would see Barbie first.
Barbie first?
Sure.
Yeah. Didn't get to go this weekend either. I was so busy, and then I want to see Barbie first.
Yeah.
My husband wants to see Oppenheimer. I think we talked about doing maybe like a what is it, like where people are going and seeing Barbie and Oppenheimer on the same day.
I saw the reel where like she dressed like half Barbie, half Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
I didn't get it until now. I'm seeing this. Now I get it. I'm like,
yeah.
What is that?
Why is she doing it? So 38% said y'all saw Barbie. 6% said, then a lot of y'all stayed home. I think it's like the craze, right? I think a lot of people are like, I don't want to be with all the crazy fanatics.
It's a lot. Yeah. It's crowded. There's a lot of kids running around. It's just a lot.
Yeah. Do you think it's a kids movie though?
So I've heard that it's not.
Okay.
And I mean, it's rated PG-13, so it kind of makes sense. But I have heard some feedback that Barbie is not really for like little kids.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
yeah,
I get it.
I get it too. I'm kind of glad because I feel like as people my age, I'm obviously a full-fledged adult, right?
Yeah.
I love Barbie, but Barbie has always been kind of for the young ones, the kids, the babies, the girls, right? And it's nice to have something for us, because we still love Barbie.
Yeah, I think we're the ones that grew up on Barbie. I think we were truly like the Barbie generation.
Yeah.
I don't really see too many girls like I could be wrong, but I feel like we were more obsessed with Barbie than this generation now.
Yeah, for sure. Because now they have Bratz, right? They have the Bratz dolls.
iPad stuff.
Yes, yes. Do you remember getting your first Barbie?
I don't remember getting my first Barbie, but I do remember a couple of my Barbies.
Yeah. Did you have any favorites?
Puerto Rican Barbie.
Oh, there you go. I love that. See, when I was getting my Barbies, not yet, because I think there's probably about a good 10-year difference between us. Nope, there was no Latina Barbies, y'all. When I had Barbies, there was now dark-haired Barbies, but they weren't considered Latina.
Yeah,
they were just kind of like brunette Barbies. So that's super cool that you got a Puerto Rican Barbie. You are Puerto Rican?
Yes, born and raised.
Awesome. Let me see. We got some fans here. I kind of want to try it. Somebody said Skittles. I saw both, and they were both really good. They're talking about the movie, I presume.
Awesome.
So thank you for Maria Bro chiming in. We really appreciate it. And then Vivi Remarkable joined. Thank you. Durf Designs, thank you so much for joining. We really appreciate it. Don't have any more trending chisme. Anything that you might have seen that you want to chat about?
I saw Rosalia and Raul Alejandro broke up, and I was very confused. I still haven't looked into it, so I was kind of hoping that you had some info for me.
Yes.
Because I was like, what do you mean they
So
broke up?
I have seen that as well, and I've been kind of following as well. But one of the things I try not to chat too much about is people's personal love lives.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's such a personal thing, and I think as social media and also media, we tend to want to know everything. Yeah. And yes, I do get it. At the same time, I don't want everybody to know stuff about my.
I was just sad. I was like, wait, what?
But there was a lot of people that were shocked, and then I did see some really funny reels about some spiritual people that had predicted these things. So it can go into a really deep rabbit hole. But yes, we've had a lot of relationships also just in the past weeks kind of come to an end. So last week we had Sofia Vergara and her husband, Joe Manganiello. And then they've also recently talked about Adriana Grande and her husband. There's been some issues there. So I don't know if it's a sign of the times or what new moon. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know?
It was just weird because one minute I was seeing TikToks of them together, and then the next I'm like, what? I'm like, okay.
We never know what's really happening.
Right. And then I guess the other thing now is aliens. Everyone's talking about
aliens. The UFOs.
Yes. I was like, I mean, haven't we always known?
Yeah. But there's got to be more than just us, right?
Yeah, the universe is so big, but so I thought it was funny.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good one though. The one about the UFOs. That's definitely a bit radar. Intended for that. Let me remove this graphic here, but lets me. Thank you so much. But yeah, so if y'all are joining us today, thank y'all so much for joining us here inside Cameron Ironworks building, inside the Cargo Vintage Ladies Pink Couch spot. We do have some comments as well. Let's see. Marina Maria. Oh, sorry. Marina Rowe. Yes, sorry about that. Fallon the Wellness just joined us, and Pronto Creations just joined us as well. So thank y'all so much. We want to hang out with us. So we'd love for y'all to ask some questions later. So if y'all are definitely wanting to ask some questions for our wonderful guests, please do so. Y'all, we're here. Okay, awesome. So thank you so much for chiming in with us on the Trending Chisme. I love having our guests. We never know what to expect, what you are going to say. But we also want to know about you, right? So that's why we're here. So we like to also start with a fun fact. So do you have a fun fact that you like to share with us? Maybe some of your supporters don't know about you.
So as a juicer, I'm a full-time student and a dog walker.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Very eclectic background there.
You are a true Latina in the sense of all the things.
Correct. I am a woman of many trades.
Yeah. So the dog walker thing, was that something that you're just you were like, I'm good at this, or you love animals?
Yeah, so running a small business obviously is very difficult financially. So I've been the type of person that even when I did work a corporate job, I always had, 2, 3 different jobs. So it's just kind of been a way of life. So running a small business, I was like, well, I kind of need to make a little more money. And then I was also like, my fiance was like, we already have 2. We can't have any more. So I was like, how can I make money and have more dogs? And then I stumbled into dog walking, and now I get paid to take care of dogs, which is like having more dogs, but you don't have the commitment. Yeah. But I've gone a little overboard sometimes because I've had like 8 dogs in my house.
8 dogs?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
My fiance and I, we come across like videos and pictures, and it's like playing Waldo because there's literally a dog hiding under the pillows. There's a dog on the couch. Like every time you get the picture, So we had to, tone it down a little bit.
Oh my
now
goodness.
he put rules, no more than 2 extra dogs inside the house.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fine.
That is funny. I have 2 dogs. My husband wants my little Chihuahua to have puppies, and I'm like, no. I'm like, no, because I'm the one that takes care of them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have too much already to take care of. I got 2 boys.
Yeah.
That's the 2 dogs. So I actually have
It's
kids.
a lot.
It's
and
a
then
lot.
you end up keeping one at least.
Yeah. I was like, no. And Chihuahuas you definitely don't want to get rid of them. He's like, let's get, no. I feel your fiance on that, so no. But that's super cool that you do all those things. I did know about the nutritionist part, so that was something I already knew, but that's amazing that you're doing all that. So let's talk a little bit about how we met, for those that don't know. So it looks like we might be having a little bit of connection. So bear with us. Let me see here. It's spinning. I don't know what's going on with that. Some of your okay. We'll keep going until it like kicks me out or something. Then we'll go from there. But this, y'all. So this is some of the wonderful things that we go through sometimes on the lives. We have technology always with us or working against us. It just depends, right? But we did meet back in 2020. COVID year. And it was when this was just starting for me.
Yes.
I was promoting small businesses on my page. And I purchased juices from y'all. Now, at the time, I still lived at the time, weren't y'all?
Yeah, so when we first moved to Texas, we did live in Baytown.
Yeah. So that was really cool. I was like, wait, y'all living in Baytown? And I wish I would have remembered how I came across your page. It was just through social media.
I might have reached out to you.
Okay.
So I was like, part of my back then was too, because 1, I didn't know anybody, and number 2, that's just partner up with other small businesses and other people. How would you call that? Other creators that have your same interests. So that was a big thing for me, is I was actively seeing accounts. So it's very, very likely that I reached out to you.
I was so happy you did, because I did highlight her on my page. She was, I was like, it's way back on the very bottom. So if you want to go back, it's way down. But I thought it was super cool. So then fast forward years later, and I'd always want you. We never got a chance to meet. We were trying to set up an interview. That never really happened. But I was like, okay, no worries. Like, I knew it was going to happen eventually. Yes. I just didn't know when. And so I saw you at the Latin Restaurants Week, which was, a month ago now? Almost a little
a lot of people that we haven't connected with, but then we also saw a lot of people that, like yourself, recognized us from us trying to do those social media rounds very early on.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh my God, like, look how far we've come.
Yeah.
It's a reminder of, wow, look how far we've come, because I think sometimes we do forget how we started, and it just, you get so like caught up in the like the day in and day out that you best
awesome.
event I've ever attended.
Right?
I walked out with 10 grand.
Hey, yeah, that's where we want to be, right?
Right.
We appreciate all those that are joining with us today. We see y'all. If y'all have any questions for Fran or Francesca Costa with the Cranky Carrot Juice, please drop them down below. We will get to them as soon as possible. But we are super excited about being here today and just talking a little bit more about her journey. I did realize that we forgot our mics. You want to bring them on to me? That y'all can hear us. I know y'all can hear us, but my mom can't hear me. So no worries. We'll get it going. We'll get it going. This is, like I said, this is live. Thank you, Mama. So you gotta plug it. You gotta plug it in too. Yes, give me that. No, give me that. Thank you. Thank you. Here you go. You can put that. That's on the phone. Sorry.
It's
I'm
okay.
so sorry. I know. We were too busy chit-chatting in the beginning, and then we got a little unfocused here.
Those are so cute.
Oh, they do work. I promise. Let's see. Here, we'll put that right here. Let's see. You gotta.
I can't see.
You have it plugged in? You have to plug it in. Are seeing us live here. Okay, no worries. You got it on there? Okay, cool. All right. So let's talk a little bit more about being not just a small business owner, but doing what you do, which is cold pressed juices is pretty much your trademark. Yeah, your bread and butter. You have also moved on to smoothies, and then you've also moved on to food products, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us about how your journey came into the cold pressed juices, because this is something that has, I've tried quite a few. I've actually tried a lot of people's. Yours has been my favorite. It really has, because the beet one, hands down, my favorite. I've never had another beet one that was better than that one. So that's my favorite, just being honest.
Thank you.
And
that means a lot to me.
Yeah, and I remember, because even I was like, give me the beet one. I remembered it from when I was ordering.
Did it still taste the same?
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
That's
it still tasted really awesome.
Consistency.
Yeah. So tell us how you kind of got into that.
So I started drinking cold pressed juice when I was still living in Florida. I was actually a marketing director at a casino, and I just worked like all these crazy hours, and I wouldn't eat, and I just got into juicing because it was so much easier to drink a juice than sit down and have a full meal. And back then I always thought, oh, it must be so nice to like own a juice bar, and it's so laid back and wellness and rays of sunshine. Like I just thought it was like this rainbow kind of lifestyle.
Ethiopia.
Yeah. Like it seems like so positive. Just from a little background for myself, the gambling world was a little dark. And that's why I decided to exit. It was just, I didn't feel like I was really making any kind of positive contribution to my community. So I wanted to find something else. And then I started working at a hotel, and it was also kind of just very routine, just not really my thing. And then when I moved to Texas, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. But then COVID happened, so it didn't matter. We couldn't do anything. And then that's when I started playing around with some branding, because at that point my fiance had bought me a juicer, because in Baytown, as you know, there's no juice. So
Baytown is let me because I am a native Baytownian, so I'll speak for Baytown, so you don't have to.
Okay.
Baytown is also not typically a place that also is about health and wellness either. There is very few places. There is more now. I think because of the trend a little bit, maybe because of the trend. So like, you know, there are smoothie shops and also more small businesses that do those types of things. I still don't think there's a cold press juice place. So there used to be one. Fun fact, I actually used to do social media for one. It's no longer around.
Yeah.
And so cold press juices and smoothies like that, it's a hard sell in Baytown.
So I started my own juice because there was just nowhere to buy it, and you know, the drive to downtown at that time was doable for us. So out of pure boredom, need to find something to do, just focusing, you know, everyone was so focused on wellness at that time. I started just experimenting with recipes, experimenting with branding, and then my fiance started taking juices to his coworkers, and then little by little everyone started trying it, and we realized that we really did have a gift in a sense.
Yeah.
So from there is how Cranky Carrot was born, and it kind of just became this thing where I did go back to work for a little bit, but my fiance, after he got laid off during COVID, he didn't go back to work. He just dedicated it all to Cranky, and that's kind of where we're at now. That's pretty much how I was born, which is in my mother-in-law's kitchen.
Wow.
Experimenting during COVID.
You want to share a little insight about the name, Cranky Carrot Juice? Like, it's so easy to remember, though. Like,
I feel like I hate it. And then you're just like, I'm over this. Yeah, that's how I feel at times, but that's just me being like a perfectionist. I know it's a great name. People remember it. That's actually what my fiance calls me when I'm angry. So I'm the Cranky Carrot. Surprise. It's me. I have so many people are like, but you're not cranky. And I'm like, sometimes.
When you're hungry?
Yeah, so that's how that name was born.
Oh, that's funny. So that's kind of like a little bit of not a pet name per se, but a little bit of a pet name. Yeah.
And then it's like bled into like other, like now, like our friends will call their kids like, you're being a Cranky Carrot right now. So it's like, it's become like a thing.
Yeah, that's super cool. And I am all about, I know what it feels like to be hangry. Yeah. Because I'm definitely that person. Like, if you don't feed me, like when I'm hungry, I will definitely, I'll turn into that, you know, like the Snickers commercial they have, with like, eat a Snickers, right? Definitely you need food. Like, I also did a lot of fitness during COVID, so I was, you know, always hungry. So you have to eat like every 2 hours or snack or something. So that was the other reason why I was always so angry. Let me see who's joining us right now. Let's see who we have. We have Read Run Yoga, Sienna, Astro Events Houston, Liza Rivera, Lily Bakes, Sonia Michelle 20. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. We're just excited to have our wonderful guests on here today. Again, go follow her on Instagram, which is at Cranky Carrot Juice Co. At Cranky Carrot Juice Co. Y'all can follow and see all the juices that they have on there. So if somebody wants to order y'all's juices, how does that typically work now?
Now, I will still take your order through DM. I'll probably, for payment, I'll either send you an invoice or I will shoot you over to our website to finish your checkout. But other than that, you can just go straight on our website. You can place your order. You could let me know if you'd like to pick it up at the store, or if you want to pick it up at one of our farmers markets, or you can just go to the store and purchase there.
So you're at farmers markets?
Yes.
Which ones are y'all at?
So we're at Urban Harvest Farmers Market. That's every Saturday in River Oaks. We are at Rice Village Farmers Market. That's first and third Sundays in Rice Village. And we're at the Heights Mercantile Farmers Market, which is second and fourth Sundays. We only do kombucha there, no cold pressed juices. And we are also at the Bay Area Farmers Market, which is every Sunday at Baybrook Mall. And there is one more, 5th Street Farmers Market, that is in downtown. And that is first and third Wednesdays.
Wow.
Yeah, we're busy.
And you have the location.
Correct. Yes.
Wow.
And we do catering.
Oh my God, that's impressive. Tell me a little bit about the Finn Hall, because I just, from the Latin Restaurants Week, I realized that y'all were at a kind of like not necessarily pop-up per se, but it's like your own space.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that, and like, you know, how has it been getting that going, like starting that journey?
So we are inside of Finn Hall. It's a food hall in downtown. There are about 8 operators, I want to say, inside the food hall in downtown. We opened there October of last year. So basically we have, think of it like a food court but fancier.
Yeah.
So you walk in and then, you know, there's a burger place, there's a noodles place, there's tacos, and then you have our stall, which is the juice bar. And that's where we operate out of. We've expanded our menu there. We've been able to do smoothies, smoothie bowls, avocado toast, and a few other little things. We have the stall. Yes, it's okay.
I love it.
We have our stall upstairs, and then downstairs is like a huge kitchen where we kind of make all our juices, wash everything, and all our stuff.
Can people eat?
You can come. There's tables. There's outside seating too. And you can, there's a bar as well. Yeah.
Cool. So I definitely, it's on my list of places to go, because I hadn't heard about it until, like I said, until Latin Restaurants Week. So I was like, okay, cool. I didn't realize y'all were like in a physical space.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to stop, come by and try all the things. Because I was looking at the website, and then also looking at y'all's social media page, and I was like, ooh, do all that now. It's exciting. Because like I said, I only learned when you first started, it was only cold pressed juices. So that's super cool. How's that journey been though? Has it been enlightening? You want to share any tips with those small business owners that are maybe also learning about creating their own space?
Be prepared to cry.
And
have anxiety every day.
No.
But I'm not. It's very, you have to be very patient. And you have to expect that, you know, there will be mistakes. You will do things wrong. There is a lot of trial and error. You will have loss. You know, you'll have to throw out entire batches of things when you're experimenting. I think when we first did our juices, the process of creating the juices and making sure that they come out the same every single time, that took a little bit to get down. Then for about a good year, we were seeing where we know the juice, we know how to make, we know what we're doing. And then once at Finn Hall and we started experimenting with smoothies and smoothie bowls, it was kind of like being born all over. So it kind of just took us back to like, oh wow, we're doing this again. We're just trying to. So it's just growing pains.
Sure. Yeah, and I'm glad to hear that, because I think a lot of people just see, with social media, they always see just like the end result, the end product, the pretty things, right? The nice things. And we typically sometimes don't share some of the stuff that people don't see behind the scenes, or the work, or the tears, like you said. So I'm glad you did share that, because people need to understand that how much work y'all do as entrepreneurs, and then, you're not always going to get it right the first time.
No, you're not.
You're not going to get it right. And I think some of us think that, you're going to get it right the first time, and everything just works out, right? Just like you being shocked that you got the grant.
Yeah.
You knew you applied. you didn't know for sure if you're going to get it.
Of course.
Yeah, so that's super cool. What's your favorite thing to eat and drink at your space?
That's a good question. So it is really a question because I, for the most part, have created a menu. So they're all like my children in a sense. And really the way I decide what I want to eat or drink from my menu is basically how my body's feeling. Big functional foods. So with that, every specific recipe that we have is crafted for a specific benefit or a specific, it nourishes your body in a different way.
Yeah.
So for example, you like the beet juice, really good for your heart, your liver, it's good for your blood, it's good for your digestion. So if you've had a night out of drinking, you might want to have a beet juice. The glow is which is the carrot, it's very anti-inflammatory, so it helps with pain. So I like to drink that when I have a migraine.
Oh, okay.
And the Hasivo, which is our sea moss smoothie, also really digestion and good for your immune system. So I might have that, like if I feel like I had a heavy meal, or if I'm getting, don't prefer anything over another. It's just more like, this is how I feel today. This is what I'm going to have, and that's what I try. When people approach me from a nutritionist standpoint, that's how I try to teach people that that's how they should be choosing their food. Yeah. They should be listening to what your body needs today.
Like if I feel like I'm bloated, right? Or if I feel like, maybe I ate too much sweets. My mom bought Twinkies recently, and she
not the Twinkies.
Yeah, she brought the Twinkies to the house, and I was like, I hadn't had a Twinkie in a really long time.
Right.
I regretted it. It really upset my stomach. Sorry, Twinkie people. But it just like, I was like, no Twinkies. Yeah. I mean, it's just different, right? It's different when you don't eat that kind of stuff. And I typically don't eat a Twinkie.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's great to know, though. That's great to hear about, being more in tune with how your body feels versus like, oh, what am I craving, right?
Yeah.
Because I think that's how we're used to eating. What are we craving? What is the,
what tastes sweetest, or what looks the prettiest, or sometimes, we do tequila shots, right? So it's like, if we can do tequila shots, then, we can handle a little bit of
are those good for anything specific?
So our wellness shots is our ginger-based shots. Those are good for the immune system.
Okay.
So if you feel like, when you wake up and you just have that tickle in your throat.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like perfect shot to take because it helps soothe your throat. It helps clear up any congestion.
Oh, okay, awesome. Good to know, because y'all, we've been having the Sahara dust.
Yes.
And we've been having the heat like crazy, which has been drying out my throat. It's been a mess. But again, thank y'all so much for joining us out there. We're going to give y'all an opportunity to ask any questions to Francesca. So share with us any comments or questions out there. We'll give it a minute. We do appreciate all that are joining with us today. We do see those. Anthony just joined us. Sonia, Carla, thank you so much again for joining us. We really appreciate it. If y'all have any questions regarding cold pressed juices, small business advice, a little bit of nutritional questions as well, bring them down, drop them for Francesca so we can get to them. Do you have like because now that were you always a nutritionist though? Or is that something that came with the business?
I went back to school also during COVID. I've always been the type of person, I don't know, I'm just always in school. I've been in school my entire life. And I still remember when I got my bachelor's degree, I was like taking pictures of the campus, and I was like posting on Facebook. I'm like, my last day ever at this school. And then, boy, was I wrong. So I started going back to school during COVID, and I want to say maybe a year after I landed a position at WIC for the city of Houston.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a nutritionist for them. And I worked a lot with women and children. And I worked there, I want to say, I don't know if it was a year or 2 years, but I ended up leaving because we were going to open at Finn Hall.
Yeah.
And I was also going back to school so I could pursue a higher certification in nutrition.
Uh-huh.
So I couldn't do it all.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's cool. So that's cool that you kind of had
it kind of like grew at the same time.
Yeah. Let me see here. Let's make sure we don't miss anything. I know there is a little bit of a delay, but I don't see anything. But no worries. If y'all aren't able to drop any questions right now, we'll send her a DM, send them some messages, and we'll be highlighting the highlights of this episode throughout the week as well. We'll be sharing all the things that y'all missed. But I like to always end with the guests for the last, kind of like the last words, in the sense of like, in Spanish it's consejos, right? Words of wisdom. You have any consejos that you would like to share with our listeners out there?
I don't know.
Anything. It could be about business. It could be about life. It can be about, just being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Anything.
I would say whatever you choose to do in life, just don't be, you got to put in the work. You can't be scared to put in the work. Whether you decide that, you want to work at a company, not everyone is going to want to own their own business, but whatever you decide to do in life, you can't be scared. So that's basically what I always tell myself. I hope it pays. Like hanging on by a thread, I'm like,
it is right now.
It's going to pay off, right, guys?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I mean, it has. So.
Yes, I think it will.
Yeah.
You got to put that into,
put it out into
the universe that
what
it
is
will.
it called? Manifesting.
There you go. Yes. We really appreciate that. Well, again, we really appreciate all of y'all out there that have joined us today. And anybody that is watching, let us know what you thought about this episode. And again, thank y'all so much for the love and support. Let's vamonos.